Hello, my name's Obi James. I hope you're well and I hope your teams are well and your business or organization is coping as well as you possibly can given all the challenges that 2020 keeps presenting to us. Today I want to speak a little bit about what's been coming out of the one-to-one coaching sessions I've been having with senior leaders across various organizations. I would like to particularly speak about some of the clients that I work with that come from the banking sector, the healthcare sector, some of the doctors I'm working with, and lawyers. And the reason I want to speak about them is because a lot of what comes out of some of my sessions is a recognition of just how much the pressure to have the right answers and to problem solve can sometimes get in the way of these very intelligent, hugely successful leaders getting the best out of their people. And the thing I'm speaking specifically about is their desire and their skill at problem solving. What I'm finding across various clients at the moment is that leaders are struggling. There is a huge challenge and a huge possibility of burnout showing up. There's a lot being thrown at leaders, there's a lot being thrown at organizations, and those leaders who are so used to problem solving and so used to coming up with the answers are really struggling to keep up. What they're also dealing with is team members that are not stepping up. And when we dig deeper, when we look closely, it lies in the culture that a lot of you who are in these positions have created within your people. If you have established yourself as a problem solver, if you have established yourself as that leader who starts off the meeting and says, these are the things we're looking at, and this is what we're going to do, and this is how we're going to do it, you will probably find that you have created a culture where people around you expect you to come up with the solutions. It also means that you have probably inadvertently stifled creativity and innovation because you don't create enough thinking spaces for your people. So I've got 3 tips for you today. Number 1, ask more questions. When you find yourself coming up with solutions, presenting how things should be done without having asked questions and sought advice from the people around you, from your teams when you have your team meetings, pause and ask, how would you go about this? Give your people an opportunity to reflect individually, perhaps reflect in pairs and have a conversation, and then come up with some ideas that you can work with. Secondly, and this ties into asking questions, get comfortable with silence. Very often, especially on all these Zoom sessions I'm facilitating both with groups and teams and even with individuals, people ask questions, leaders ask questions, and they come up with the answers before people have even had a chance to think. I really need you to recognize, especially if you're an extrovert like me, that you need to give people time to think, time to process, and then time to come up with possible solutions and ideas to solve the problems that you present. It means learning to be with silence. It is not always your job to fill the silence. Give people the opportunity, and even if they need it, give them some extra time to go away and come back with ideas. Don't let the rush to solutions stifle the creativity and innovation that can come out of all the talent that you have in your team. Thirdly, take care of yourself. Learn to not always be the one who sits in front and makes the calls and drives the conversations. Miss a meeting if you have to. Don't cancel all the meetings that you're unable to attend. Where can you give people in your team opportunities to step into a leadership place and actually run some of your sessions? I worked with a team recently where I challenged them because I noticed that our team sessions always involved their leader, asking the questions, answering the questions, and filling the spaces. So I got curious about where else that shows up in their system. And unsurprisingly, it was the way things were done around them. So I asked them the question, where else could they change? And it's interesting to see the progress they're making and the opportunity lots of people in the team are getting to be the ones who are driving the meeting, leading the meeting, and the leader getting a break. So those are the 3 tips I have for you. Ask more questions, get comfortable with silence, and stop driving all the time. Take a break, take care of yourself, and make sure that the pace you're going at is sustainable for you, for your team, and for your organization. Hang in there, and if you need any help, you know where to find me. I'm at obi@obijames.com. Take care.